Advice is never simple. Why look before you leap? If he who hesitates is lost. Live within your means is sage advice. But then, why are we encouraged to go big or go home? The value of advice is bound to your unique dreams and circumstances. Context isn't just king, it's the entire kingdom, son.
Welcome back to episode 11 of Elevate Water Polo on 216. Really great to be back here with my friend and co-host Lwazi Madi. It's all hotting up. We have the USA tournament which has kicked off, and exciting to see where that ends up and which teams end up on top of that one. Lwaz, have you got some old USA stories that happened in the pool? Let's concentrate on what happened in the pool.
Sure. Down to too many memories. Obviously, was involved in quite a few uses back in my day. I think one that really stands out was in 2019. I was playing for Marty's, and throughout the whole year, just struggled to beat GCT. They were just that much better than us every time. And it got to a stage where just psychologically we just couldn't beat them, and then we all eventually decided that we were gonna focus on the task at hand, which was winning USA in our own backyard. And had an epic final against them, and finally beat them, and finally turned over that psychological deficit against them. So that's probably one of my favorite uses. And then I don't know if you remember this, but back in the day when the old Eds tournaments was still a thing. The 1 year they combined it with USA in 2018. So university teams participated at Old Eds, and the winners of the semifinals would always be a university team. And then the winners of those semifinals, when they played against each other, was the winner of USA. And that team went into the final against the men's team. And we managed to beat out UCT there as well. So, many, many memories, many great many great memories, as I said, and it's going to be very interesting to see this USA. I'm very excited to see. I think it's going to be a tightly contested affair.
Yeah, I think it is. There's always this usual suspects. There's the Marty's, UCT, Tuck's always strong. Great to see Varsity College doing so well in the men's side last year, and really hoping that there can be some more joiners. I know Wits have been working hard on their program this year, and really hoping that this is a broader tournament where more institutions are entering teams and really showing what they're capable of. So we're going to cut away now. We caught up with some of the players, and we interviewed them before the tournament to hear what their thoughts were and how excited they were for this amazing tournament of USA.
Hello, I'm Jessica Brown. I'm training here for the Elevate Under 23 squad, and I'm kind of more utility position.
Hello, I'm Emma Thornton. I am a centre forward. I'm also training here for this Elevate League, and I play for Marty's.
Yeah, so I'm out of Marty's now. I was there for 4 years, played 4 USAs, and honestly the most incredible experience, great tournament. Trained hard with the Marty's, really created like sisters and a real team there training for that tournament. So it was always awesome to meet other universities there. Yeah, Em and I had some great 2 years together. It was fantastic.
And you's coming up now, and we've been training hard, and it's so lekker to see everyone there. Such good competition, so it's going to be a good USA this year.
Hi there, I'm Sam Hansen, captain of the UCT men's side.
Hi there, my name is Mark Mansfeldt, and I'm in the Varsity College Water Polo team that will be playing in USA 2025 this year.
How's it? I'm Matthew Hayes. Play for Marty's first team.
How's it? My name is Ross van der Daar. I'm currently studying at Marty's in Stellenbosch, went to Sachs High School. We've got USA straight after this Nordic League, so looking to win back-to-back. Obviously it's my last one, so hopefully end off my UCT career on a high.
This has probably been the best training we have had so far leading up to USA. The boys have been in the water week in and week out, and we are really excited to try and make a final again and hopefully go for a gold medal this year.
Super excited to be playing in Joburg. Last year I fell short and made the second side, but this year, luckily enough, I've made the first side, so super keen to hopefully come back with the gold medal from USA.
We're looking forward to the annual USA Water Polo taking part at 2nd to the 6th of December up in Johannesburg. Marty's been training extremely hard. Nice to have a couple of the representatives in this Elevate side going to the Nordic League next week. Get a little bit extra preparation, and definitely looking to bring back a gold home, as we lost in the semi-finals to Varsity College last year. Super excited, and it should be a great tournament.
Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer and Bosch. I play for Marty's and I play centre back, and I went to Crawford Lone Hill.
Hi everyone, I'm Bella Thornton-Dibb. I play on the wing or the fetch, and I went to St Anne's College, and I'm also at Marty's.
Yeah, so we've got USA coming up now, starting on the 2nd of December in Johannesburg. We're playing alternating days, one day Red and Bedford View and one day at St Dom's in Boksburg. So yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Marty's is obviously sending 4 sides, which is really good. 2 boys sides and 2 girls sides, which is really good for a uni because a lot of them only send 2 sides. But hopefully more of the unis will start growing their sides.
Hi, my name's Janko Ronmeyer. I'm a SA water polo player and a Tux water polo player. We're very excited to host the tournament this year. It's going to be very exciting. The team's looking very good, looking fit, and we hope to make the team proud. Very grateful for all the support and everything happening till now. Nardis is also very excited for coaching this tournament, and our captain Matt Collins also very excited to lead us to hopefully a win this year. We're very excited for tournament happening, especially in Joburg, showing a bit more of the water polo happening in the country at the moment, and the growth of water polo in the country more than anything else. We're very excited to see water polo growing, and especially on university level, where we're going to have a good competitive tournament and just getting it over the line and then having a nice holiday afterwards. We're also just very excited. Team is also very excited to get the normal traditions and stuff. First year's dressing up, a little bit of gears getting going through the whole tournament, and we can't wait to support our girls and getting it over the line. Can't wait to see everyone there.
So USA starts tomorrow. Our first game, I think, is at 6:30 or 7, which is really exciting. Our team is looking really good. Like we've been practicing a lot. We've been playing a lot of games against a lot of Joburg clubs, and some really influential people like Kelsey White and all those people. So this year they're doing a round robin, so we get a chance to play every team instead of the 4 games. So we have more opportunities to play, and we really excited because it's my first year playing with Tux water polo, and I've heard so much about youth and how fun it is. And I'm really excited to play with this team because I have played with a few of them before, like Jenna Weapman and Tia Caswell, because they're from East London. But in this new environment, new team, really excited to and get exposed to playing against other university teams like Marty's and UCT and all of that. I'm even playing against my old school coach, Hannah Miller, because she's playing for BC, which is going to be fun. But we've been training hard, a lot of swim sets, so we fit. And we're hosting, so big advantage there. So hopefully we can beat Marty's 7-year winning streak this year. And
Hi everyone, my name is Tia Caswell. I am a 4th-year med student from the University of Pretoria, and I'm also the Tux First Team Ladies captain. And this year we are the hosts of the USA Water Polo Tournament. We're really looking forward to it because I think this is the first time we've hosted in a long time. Well, it's the first time since I've been studying at least. And we're really looking forward to having 3 teams participating this year. So we've got a Tux First Ladies, a Tux Second Ladies, and a Tux First Men's team participating. And this is the first time we've had 3 teams in, I think, ever. So we're actually hosting in Joburg. We were hoping to host in Pretoria, but we weren't able to find any available pools. So we're hosting between Red and Bedford View and St Dominic's Girls' School. And we're going to be between those 2 pools for the next 4 days, 2nd of December to the 5th of December. So USA is always a big tournament for us. I don't think uni water polo in South Africa gets as much coverage as school polo and as the national polo does. So we're hoping to spread some awareness about it. there's lots of good teams this year. We've seen the team lists and we're all quite excited because there's going to be lots of strong competition. UCT, Marties, VC, even NMU are sending a team. So yeah, there's going to be lots of good polo for the next week. My team from Tux, we've been training for quite a long time now. Couple months we've been swimming. Swim sets are the worst because we're not swimmers, we're water polo players. But the polo sessions have also been good. We've been training lots in Pretoria and also in the Joburg League. So we've been playing against lots of the club teams from Joburg and some of the senior school teams, which is also good training because the schoolgirls are always fit. So we definitely have our work cut out for us. We've got quite a few new first years in our team. We lost, I think, 3 players end of last year and we gained 4 this year. So yeah, there's good new prospects for us and we're really looking forward to playing together as a new team this year. Quite a few of our players have had good SA representation this year. We've had a couple of girls in the under 20 side and lots of people in the team in the non-traveling reserve team for the ladies. So that's really cool. We're working quite nicely as a team and I'm just so looking forward to getting to play with everyone. So yeah, Tux is so excited about hosting this year. We're trying to do everything and pull out all the stops and we're actually getting a live stream this year. So that's huge. We haven't really had many of our games live streamed in the past with USA. So this year will be live streamed from Red and Bedfordview and they're also trying to work on getting a live stream going at St. Dom's. And all the playoffs will be live streamed as well, which it's really exciting because I know lots of people don't come to watch the uni sport. So at least our families can watch from home.
For the UCT tournament happening in Pretoria, obviously UCT is trying to go back to back with Jabulani being the coach and I'm being manager. And the special thing with the UCT tournament, just seeing like obviously sport bringing all teams together and just seeing all university teams just like putting a hard effort, putting a hard graft to win that tournament. And yeah, and my role for the UCT side is that big games when Jubs is too focused on the games and especially the finals, semi-finals and quarters is like I'll be taking the kick outs, man up percentage and man down percentage. So yeah, hopefully I can contribute with those important stats there.
So great to hear from those players all contesting the USA tournament as we speak. Really excited to see who ends up top of the pops.
Absolutely, Dangs. It's going to be fascinating to watch all this exciting polo. And yeah, I'm just keen to see who ends up on top.
Absolutely. We'll be back after a short break.
Advice is never simple. Why look before you leap? If he who hesitates is lost. Live within your means is sage advice. But then, why are we encouraged to go big or go home? The value of advice is bound to your unique dreams and circumstances. Context isn't just king, it's the entire kingdom, son.
So welcome back to Elevate Water Polo on 216. We just have a few days left until the IPT tournament, the 50th running of this amazing tournament. And to do so, we wanted to make sure that we got around to everyone. I think we featured all the provinces so far on the show, and there was 2 left that we needed to make sure we made a turn by. So we're going to talk a little bit today about Eden, down on the Garden Route, and Eastern Gauteng, obviously on the east side of Johannesburg. And we wanted to feature them, speak to some of their players, speak to some of their coaches, and just generally give them a bit of a boost. So for the first part, we're going to focus on Easton's. I actually played for Easton's senior team for many, many years. Really enjoyed my polo there. There's actually quite a proud heritage of water polo in the Benoni, Boksburg and Brakpan areas. Been playing for years. In fact, that's where the great Vlado Trinik actually was discovered in South Africa, playing out on the east rand of Johannesburg. And since then, we've had lots of great things developing. The St. Benedict's program, Rob Ambler back in the day was running that program really well and put down some good routes there. On the ladies' side, St. Dominic's. But I think probably a little bit of an undiscovered region, and I'm really hoping that this IPT, some of those Easterns players get a real opportunity and get to showcase their skills, both individually and as a team. And then the other region we wanted to feature is Eden. Lawaz, do you want to take us through some of the highlights of Eden?
Absolutely, thanks. The Garden Route region, sure. So many memories with these guys. I remember watching them for the first time, I think it was 2 years ago at IPTs, and just really impressed that these kids are holding their own and not really having that much experience in water polo. But I just think the sport is growing there. You know, it's been great to see the Chaka Festival has been going on for a few years now over there in Oak Hill in Knysna. We obviously have Glenwood House as well. So there's clearly some good water polo happening there. And I think if they just get some more attention into their programs and maybe have some more people coming over to host camps and clinics, we can really see that this region can really grow and dominate. So I'm really keen to see them at IPTs in the next coming days.
Absolutely. So let's go and hear from some of their coaches about how those two provinces are doing.
Hi everyone, I am Malcolm Ackerman. I am coaching the under 13 Eastern Gauteng girls at this year's IPTs. We're based out at St. Stillens. Really excited for the tournament. We have a young team, girls kind of made up from Red and Bedford View and St. Dominic's, and then like one or two outlying schools like a St. Andrews that's also here in the east. We have 2 grade 7s, a bunch of grade 6s, and would you believe it, a grade 4 and 5 as well. Such a keen young bunch of kids. We started our IPTs prep early in May, training about 2 to 3 times a week. We had both of those respective schools at all these under 13 festivals and tournaments, and they really did quite well at that and represented nicely. We've got awesome coaching staff. Also, you know, some of the Redham alumni girls and coaches as well. And, you know, the girls are keen. We've been playing provincial friendlies against Central Health NTS, and the girls have really performed well. I think we are going to be a dark horse at the tournament, and it's really nice to see that our girls are keen and excited. Other than that, we are prepped,
Reversal.
ready. This is also the first time
Call
in
by the ref.
many years that we are actually
Number 6,
entering
look for the wing.
2 under 13
Good
girls
pass.
teams. So we've got an A side and a B side, and that's really awesome for our growth going forward as a province.
Oh no!
Super exciting, especially leading into the next year's IPTs at Cape Town. I am ready. My team is ready. My coaching staff is ready. Chris, Madison, Megan, and Kira, and we are looking forward to the challenge and our opening match against Western Province A.
Hello everyone, my name is Robin Cooper and I'm the under 14A girls coach for the Eden water polo side for IPTs this year. Thanks so much for having me. So just a little bit of background about the Eden setup. So I was very lucky to coach on the garden route for 5 years, and it was such a blessing. What I love about the Eden setup is that it really is just a bunch of kids that are so passionate about the game of water polo. And it definitely has its challenges, which I think is the most impressive thing for me, that they are so resilient. In terms of game time, one thing we struggle with on the garden route is that we only have 2 schools to choose from, really. And the challenge that comes with that is that we don't get that game time that you so need as a coach before going into a big tournament like this. But what you do end up with, having said that, is a really well-balanced, gelled team. And I think that's a huge testament to the coaching that's happening on the garden route with the likes of James Dartington and Nathan Ward. And like I said, I was very privileged to be a part of that setup. And yeah, it's just been such a blessing. So with this IPT training coming up now, we've had a lacquer camp this weekend. It was a really good one for the under 14 girls. A very talented group of girls, which I've had the privilege of working with previously. And the under 16 girls are also a team to watch out for, under 19 boys. So I think what's a huge testament to the Eden water polo setup is when I played IPT back in my day, you know, SWD and Eden water polo wasn't really seen as a threat in your pool, but I think that narrative is completely different now. With the likes of Mia Gibson up in that under 16A side, Rosalind Square, you've got Emma Lopesha down at the bottom with Nelly Hansen. There's some really talented players on the garden route. And again, I think it's awesome to see a small district that really doesn't have much in terms of game time and selection and depth. It's so nice to see teams go to IPTs and go to the big tournaments and actually compete. Like I said, I think when you have an Eden SWD side in your pool, I think it is seen as a threat now, which I think is amazing. It really is so good for water polo as a whole and the growth of South African water polo. So it really is nice to see the smaller provinces boxing up at the top. And I think in terms of what we expect going into IPTs, it's always tough for us. Like I said, we don't get that game time and, we struggle with sort of competitive games. So often we go to these big tournaments and the first big competitive game we have is a Gauteng or a Western Province. And just to see these group of players take on challenges like that is just, again, it's such a testament to the growth of water polo in South Africa. And it's just such a blessing to be a part of it. And I'm so glad that the smaller districts can compete at the top now. I think it's a very even playing field right across the board. And it's so nice to have SWD and Eden Water Polo up in that mix. So in terms of expectations, we know it's going to be tough, but we are ready for the challenge. And I think that our under 14 and under 16 girls and our under 19 boys are definitely some teams to look out for. And yeah, I just wish them all the best. And again, it's so good to be involved with a small province that you've just seen so much growth over a short period of time. And I think what it now has is depth. And I think that's a testament to the coaching that's happening on the garden route. So very excited to be involved in it. And I wish everyone the best for their preparations over the next week. And we will see you up at IPTs in Joburg. Thanks so much for having me, Dunks.
So hi everyone, my name is Bali Sasela. I'm the head coach of the under 14 girls at Eastern Gauteng Schools Water Polo. We are so excited to be so close to IPT 2025, especially with it being in Gauteng, our home province. The girls are looking very strong. We're looking very ready. We're very fortunate to have such a strong group of young ladies deriving from various parts of the East, being at St. Dom's, Red and Bedfordview, St. Andrews, and a couple of other schools in the East. Our preparation started in April, so it's been a long journey with these young ladies. Through the winter, into the spring, into now, leading into our final week of IPT prep. So we've been training 3 times a week, as well as playing some competitive games against Central Gauteng schools, as well as Northerns on a Sunday. It's been absolutely amazing to collaborate with them, just to ensure that our girls are looking really sharp entering IPT 2025. What I'm most excited about is the newly designed and implemented borders, which means that our juniors are looking very strong, being the under 14 girls and under 13 girls. Excited to see how they fare up against the bigger provinces in South Africa. I think, as I mentioned before, we're going to be very competitive. Excited to see how the skills and strategies that we've been implementing since April work out and how we fare against them. Yeah, we're looking forward to inviting you and welcoming you to Gauteng.
Hi guys, my name is Nathan Ward. I am the coach of the Eden under 19 boys team, taking part in this year's IPT. Yeah, our prep has been a little bit on and off. Some of our players have been available for a lot of practices, some haven't. So we're a little bit up and down due to those factors. Most of our players come from Glenwood House, school in George. So yeah, that's the majority of our player pool that we've got. A couple other schools helping us out. So we struggle a little bit with numbers because we mostly feed from that one school, Glenwood House. In some of our younger age groups, Oak Hill, school in Knysna also help us out. But for our under 19 boys team, it'll effectively be a Glenwood House first team, minus 1 or 2 and adding 1 or 2 from other provinces. Yeah, looking forward to it. I think we've got some, although it's a small pool, I think we've got some very talented players in that team. Some that I think will surprise a lot of people who haven't seen them before, haven't seen us play before. So yeah, hopefully we can, yeah, with our small team, box with some of the bigger guys in the league. Yeah, excited for it, hoping for the best. We've also got some very strong junior sides coming through. Some of our under 13 sides are quite strong, under 15 boys team. an under 14 girls and an under 16 girls team that will be very competitive, coached by James Donington, who's been one of the forerunners of Eden Water Polo and is sort of keeping everything going for a long time. So a lot of thanks needs to go out to him for our whole Eden program in general. And yeah, that under 16 girls team will be a very good side to look out for as well. Hopefully cause some upsets. Thanks very much, guys. Good luck for IPT.
Hi guys, I'm Tamim Roberts. I'm the head of coaches for Eastern Gauteng Water Polo, as well as the under 13 boys head coach. So as a province, Eastern Gauteng is a very small region, and obviously we've had to do a lot of development over the years as we've lost a lot of players to bigger provinces, bigger schools. So the preparation for this year has been hard, it's been tedious, but it's been joyful and it's been full of benefits and hope for the future years to come. So what we've done this year is we've made a set up looking at different international programs as well as the national program, which different schools in this country are using. And we built on that where we split it up into senior boys, senior girls, and junior boys and junior girls, where we then have head coaches for each division with sub coaches working under, where the senior coaches are doing a mentor role, helping the junior ones come up. And luckily, we've had a good buy-in from all the parents, all the players, and we're looking forward to the IPTs this year. We're currently sending 8 teams where we haven't had players, we've decided to, not send those teams because it's not beneficial to players putting together a team at the last minute. All our teams are looking good for this year, and hopefully we're looking to build on our previous results of last year and make a few quarterfinals, semifinals, and hopefully lead on from there. Otherwise, it's a big tournament for us to go to. It's in our home province, and we're looking forward to the experience for this year and the following years to come.
So we've spoken to some of the finest from Easterns and from Eden, and I'm really hoping they have a great tournament at IPT. Let's hope that they can grow, develop themselves, get in some good performance, and hopefully go away from the tournament feeling like they've achieved something, they've learned something, and they're a little bit further forward than when they started.
Absolutely.
Look forward to seeing you in the next segment.
Advice is never simple. Why look before you leap? If he who hesitates is lost. Live within your means is sage advice. But then, why are we encouraged to go big or go home? The value of advice is bound to your unique dreams and circumstances. Context isn't just king, it's the entire kingdom, son.
Welcome back to Elevate Water Polo. In this segment, we're going to review the Nordic League tour to Portugal in Lisbon, the city of Lisbon, which was a great experience. We're going to show you some of the highlights. We're going to show you some of the clips and interview some of the players who went on that trip. A really great learning experience and really setting us up nicely for the rest of the Nordic League competition.
Hi everyone, I'm Bella Thornton-Dibb. I play on the wing or the fetch, and I went to St. Anne's College.
I'm Jennifer Bosch. I play centre back and I went to Crawford Lone Hill.
So we've got this exciting new tournament coming up, 2 tournaments actually. We have a training squad this weekend with us, hoping to grow it to more than 20 people. So hopefully we'll have that by next year to go in these 2 leagues.
Yeah, one in March and one in May, so that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, super keen for it. Just going to be training hard this weekend and onwards.
Okay, how did you guys feel in the game? What did you think went well? What do you think went bad? What do you think you could work on? What are your thoughts?
Look, I think we had a good start. We knew that if we came in hot, we could control the game, and I think we executed pretty well. Our attacking was phenomenal. I mean, to put 20 on a team like this, it's a hard graft, and I think we grafted pretty hard, and luckily they came out on top. Some areas, just focusing a bit on defense. But yeah, still a lot more time. Recovery now. Sporting, very strong attacking team. So yeah, defense is going to be pinnacle in the next game.
And so far, you guys are 2 wins on the trot. You're now playing a third one tomorrow. How's it been playing in the Nordic League and international men's competition for the first time? What are your thoughts on the competition so far?
Yeah, look, a lot of fun. A few of us have played kind of international tournaments at a younger age in school. But to be here, I mean, it's completely different to what we're used to. The pace, I mean, I'm sure you've heard it before from Sam, our captain. The pace is just phenomenal here. I mean, it's always on the go, foot on the pedal. And yeah, we just absolutely loved our time here and we're super, super excited for our next game against Sporting.
And now, how are you guys finding the different styles of polo, not only the pace, but the different ways of playing and the different referees and all that is here?
Yeah, we you know, you just got to adapt. And I think we adapted pretty well. For a new team, I think we're doing exceptionally well, adapting to different refs, different style of refereeing, ball coming into the hole, completely different setup compared to where we come in South Africa. So yeah, really, we just got to adapt, and yeah, I think we've done pretty well adapting.
And then finally, how are you finding it here in Portugal? Different country, different landscape. What are your thoughts?
Oh no, we're loving it. We love in Lisbon. We love in Portugal. I mean, yeah, the culture here is so fun. The town is beautiful. The arena is stunning. And yeah, we're just thoroughly enjoying ourselves here.
And how are you guys looking forward to the next round? Obviously, you need to see how it goes tomorrow, whether it's Nordic Trophy or Nordic League, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, we're super confident. I think after the past 2 games, we're feeling exceptionally confident, high on our horse, but no, you know, we can't be too confident and end up being cocky. But yeah, we are just feeling really good as a new team. This is the result that we wanted both days. And I think, yeah, we came up on top. Yeah.
And perfect. Thank you so much. Congrats on your win. Have a good one.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
So, Sam, talk us through the match today.
I think we coming in, we knew it was going to be a hard game. We didn't realize it was going to be that intense. I think the intensity of the first half surprised us a bit. So it took us a bit of time to adapt to that and to adapt to the fitness levels of the other team. I think we, as an under-23 side, are young. So in the last third and fourth quarter, that's where we're going to come through with the fitness levels.
And how did you find the kind of transition to, I imagine this is your first European competition. How did you guys find the transition moving from, is the style of water polo any different or similar to how you play back home?
It's a lot faster, I can tell you that. I think the first 3 minutes surprised me a lot. I was huffing and puffing. Normally in South Africa, I can sort of play 4 chuckers with no issues. And coming here, the whole speed of the game from Cheltenham was so fast. We struggled to adapt. I think we went 3 goals down just from the intensity. But as I said, we're a young side and have worked so hard throughout the year on our fitness levels. So we knew in the third and fourth quarter that we would come back.
And how do you feel prepared for the games that you have tomorrow against SCT and Sporting on Sunday?
I think we arrived here on Wednesday, so we've had training sessions here just to adapt to this arena and sort of the culture here, I guess, sort of embracing it more. So I'm sure they're going to be very tough, but we're ready for the challenge.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right, so we're here with Sebastian from Elevate. Sebastian, nice to have you. Sebastian, talk us through the game, the win, the penalty shootouts, everything.
Yeah, so it was a very from the get-go, it was a very intense game, fast pace. The aggression was there from both. The physicality was there from both teams. For us, I think Elevate, we try to keep our heads. It was quite not a hostile environment, but there was we didn't have much support on the other side, so we try to keep our heads. I think we did that well.
And I know you took a penalty yourself. What was kind of going through your head at the time of the penalty?
I don't know if you've heard of Game of 5 Lives, but that's how I thought about it, and a lot of the other guys, to try to keep the heart rate down. Yeah, I was definitely nervous. But,
And in terms of just the overall weekend, how did you guys find the qualifiers? I know this is your first time entering the Nordic League, entering with European competition. How do you think it's gone, and how do you think you guys are looking for with the Nordic League moving ahead?
Oh, we thoroughly enjoyed this weekend. Getting to play players from across the world, all different styles, that element, it's really something we enjoy. It's something different from home, and we look forward to what the rest of the Nordic League can bring us.
Thanks, Sebastian. I think you guys represented South Africa very well, so well done.
Yeah, Dunks, it sounds like the players had an absolutely great time over there in Portugal. I'm sure you must have learned quite a lot.
We did. We certainly did. It was really important to understand. We've had this vision of taking under 23 players to go play in a senior tournament just to give them that extra developmental step. Learned a lot. I think the guys did well on the whole. It wasn't perfect, but we learned a lot. We did well. And I'm really excited to see who we pick up in the next round, which teams we're going to be coming up against in the March second round. Look forward to seeing you in the next segment.
Advice is never simple. Why look before you leap? If he who hesitates is lost. Live within your means is sage advice. But then, why are we encouraged to go big or go home? The value of advice is bound to your unique dreams and circumstances. Context isn't just king, it's the entire kingdom, son.
Welcome back to Elevate Water Polo on 216. To end off episode 11, we're going to go into some of the senior players and we're going to acknowledge where they've come from, their schools that have made them the players that they are, but they've been working really hard, and I think it would be only fitting to show some of their highlights from the last few tournaments. Before we go there, we are days away from the 50th running of the IPT tournament. Really excited for that. We're going to be up in Johannesburg, and best of luck to the LOC and all the teams that have been working so hard for this great event. I hope you have an amazing tournament. We hope you have an amazing tournament from our side, and really excited for that. So, Lawaz, before we go to some of the footage from the senior tournaments, any thoughts, the highlights of the year for you?
Sure, Dunks. There was so much to look forward. There was so much to have looked forward to this year. I really was excited to play at the Gauteng Invitational. It was the first time Sax had been back in like 2 years, so it was really great to play in that competition. It was really well run by Kathy McLeod and the Gauteng group. So, yeah, that was probably one of my highlights. Cape Town Invitational was also really fun to play, and I think the effort from both sides of the provinces has been incredible, and it's really made the players feel special and welcomed into the space, which is what you need. You want to keep these players in the system for as long as you can to continue to grow the sport, and it's great to see so many youngsters participating as well. So I think overall this entire calendar year has been my highlights. I haven't really been able to pinpoint one competition where it was so much more fun or so much better because of specific reasons. I just feel that all senior competitions this year have been so well run. So really thank you so much to everyone on those communities for providing such an excellent service for the players.
Yeah, I think the Gauteng Invitational has been such an important tournament in the South African senior context, and this year was really exciting. We had Kelsey and her team from the Dolphins in the final in the ladies' side against the Warrior Eagles, the Warriors/Eagles, combining teams from the Western Cape and Eastern Cape, winning the ladies, and then in the Marties women winning the Cape Town Invitational for the first time, which was a big moment for them, beating Warriors in the final. And then we mustn't forget about the SAWP Winter Series, which was such a massive highlight for water polo this year. So many people doing so well, and just the draft format seemed like everyone loved it. And just great to see new combinations of people playing for different franchises.
Exactly, Dunks. It's a competition I'm looking forward to playing in next year for sure. I think being able to witness it and see like how hard it was for the players in the beginning to really adapt to these players they've never played before, and then towards the end seeing the quality of water polo we're not used to seeing actually in these competitions. We're so used to seeing many strong teams try to build on their strength by adding more players in, and there are these strong super teams that are created. But this one, you can't really have that in this environment, and it was really great to see that all these senior players really took the younger players under their wings and really guided them, and that was really amazing to see the community just come together in that space. So very excited to be a part of that next year.
Yeah, amazing. Great. Senior water polo is alive and well, and let's look at some of those highlights, the best goals and best saves from senior water polo this year.
Yo, thanks. Watching all these goals and saves really giving me flashbacks of all the competitions that I participated in this year. And yeah, lots of good memories looking back there. So I'm going to take us into the Odin School of the Week, which is going to be St. Dominic's at Boksburg. So this ladies' school has done such a good job in their program, producing such strong players like Uluchi, McMurray, and as well as Kiara Schutter. So yeah, excellent job done there. For such a small school, they really are putting their hands up in the water polo space for ladies. So they are my Odin School of the Week.
Hello to all our Elevate on 2 and 6 viewers. This week's Momentum Moment of the Week goes to Seb Riley Nielsen and the Elevate Under 23 water polo side. They've just been up in Lisbon competing in the Nordic League, and the Elevate Under 23 men won 3 out of 3 games. Seb got the MVP of the match against Sporting Club de Portugal after a intense and physical game. Going through to a penalty shootout, Seb received MVP for scoring 4 goals, making 1 assist and 3 steals. Congratulations to the Elevate Under 23 side. It's been fantastic watching them play and seeing them compete with these international teams and being so physical and just right up there punching with the best in the world. And now they've punched their way through to the Nordic League group stages. Well done, Seb. Well done to coaches Jason Celino and Duncan Woods. And well done to the Elevate Under 23 men's side.
So as we come to the end of episode 11, it's just a few days to go to IPT. We are so excited. If you're going to be at the tournament up in Gauteng, come and say hi. Come and give Loazi and I and Delane some feedback on how you're enjoying the show. Anything you want to see more of, we are here to cover water polo. We're here to grow water polo. We're here to bring this great sport to life in this format. Exciting to note that at the end of this tournament, SUPSA will be choosing an under-16 team as well as an under-18 team to go to Australia next year, which is a very exciting opportunity to get SA colours or SUPSA colours, and really looking forward, and good luck for all those players who are in the running there.
Absolutely, Dangs. I remember when I was playing at school, that under-18 team went straight, after they were chosen, went straight to Australia and actually did a really good job playing against that national team. There was such a strong outfit, many strong players ended up playing for South Africa afterwards as well. So it's great to see that SUPSA is bringing back this opportunity for these young players to play in that Tri-Nation series. I'm also really looking forward to SA Schools this year. They've done something different and they've introduced a new award, which I think is a very warranted award. You know, we're so used to seeing best defender, best attacker, but now they've recently introduced the best utility award, which I think is awesome because you get so many players who are so handy at multiple positions, and obviously because they're not so focused so much on just the attack but the defense as well, this allows those players to shine and really show their versatility. So I'm really excited to see how they're going to make this decision, because I wouldn't want to be the person who makes this decision. There's so many great utility players out there, so I'm very excited to see this new award being handed out and a new recognition, and very excited to see this under 18 and under 16 team get announced. I think those players are going to be pushing hard, those under 15s.
Absolutely. I think it's a great award. I agree with you. You know, the utility, there's so many players who are just brilliant at setting up goals rather than necessarily banging in the goal from 7 or 8 meters to win the game. I think all those assists, all that kind of the team kind of cohesion is done by the unsung heroes. So I'm really excited to see the utility award coming to the 50th edition for the first time. Thanks, folks. That's a wrap on episode 11. We look forward to seeing you at the IPT tournament.